The Ain't No Fang podcast. From Arizona Sports, Ain't No Fang.
Hey everyone, welcome into Ain't No Fang, Arizona Sports Diamondbacks podcast. My name is Alex Weiner, and today we're taking a look at AAA Reno because Jordan Lawlar, the Diamondbacks' top prospect, just won the Pacific Coast League Player of the Month. Right now on the season, he's hitting .341. He's got 6 home runs. He's got 15 doubles. He's got 12 stolen bases. It's been a nice run for him to start the season after injuries cost him a lot of time last year. And so we catch up with Jordan Lawlar, see how he's doing, working at new positions like second base, but also his offensive approach after getting sent down to get more reps early on in the season. So here's my conversation with Jordan Lawlar. All right, Jordan Lawlar joining the show. Jordan, thank you so much for taking a few minutes before you guys get going with your game over there in Reno. How's everything going, man?
Everything's great, brother. Yeah, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Congrats on winning PCL Player of the Month. I just wanted to ask, last year after not being able to play a whole lot due to the injuries, to come back, get a month under your belt, and then get recognized, I mean, just how cool of a feeling has that been for you?
Yeah, it's a great feeling, and I think it's a testament to the work this off season and just the work last season as well. And it's always nice to get some recognition, of course.
Cool. What do you think's working well for you offensively? Like, what are kind of the boxes that you wanted to check going into this season, and what do you think you've done well at so far?
They're controlling the zone and hitting righty-lefty, scoring runners when you got guys on base, and just putting out quality at-bats and productive at-bats at the plate and helping the team score that extra run, move the runner, whatever it may be.
Cool. What's that vibe like? Because obviously you got younger guys like you checking those final boxes to try to get up to the major leagues. You got some guys who've had success at the major leagues, like Trey Mancini and Jake McCarthy over there. Just as you guys are winning games, but also trying to make those necessary adjustments to get up back to the major leagues. Just what has kind of the vibe been like between the team?
It's been a great vibe. Yeah, a great vibe for sure. I've gotten close with a lot of the guys here, and then I share lockers right besides Trey, so we've gotten pretty close as well. So yeah, it's been a fun dynamic with the infielders and then guys like Jake that have come down and really thrived. So it's been cool to see.
Any advice from Trey Mancini that's resonated?
Little thing here and there, just asking random questions whenever certain situations come up. But yeah.
Cool. What was that when you get optioned in spring training? You were hitting the ball really well, but it was clear that they wanted to have you play every day in AAA at first. What was that conversation like? What kind of items did they want you to kind of check off before calling you up?
Conversations mainly just getting reps every day, continuing to improve in all facets of the game. So that's what I've been doing here, and every day I come to the field and work on maybe second, third, short, whatever it may be, so I can be well-versed in the infield. And, again, just committing to getting better every single day, whether it's defense, offense, base running, whatever it may be.
Cool. Defensively, a lot more reps at second base. How's that going for you?
Great, yeah. It's always fun to kind of move around and see different perspectives on the field. I've come up as a shortstop, so I always love a new opportunity.
Have you played much second base, just growing up? I know you came up as a shortstop, but growing up, club ball, middle school, high school, anything like that?
No, never. Yeah, pretty much shortstop, and then mixed in center field actually when I was younger. Saturdays I would play center field for my travel ball team, and then Sundays bracket play I'd go to short. And then over the past probably 2-ish years now with the D-backs, mixing at third. So
what's kind of the biggest challenge playing second base now? Just angles, where you are on relays, all that kind of stuff. What's kind of been the biggest adjustment for you?
Maybe initially it was probably flipping. Everything's opposite. And then once you get enough reps there, then you start to feel comfortable with that. And now I feel pretty confident really anywhere on the field.
Cool. Any second baseman you've taken, advice from or just kind of been able to pick their brains at all about making that transition over to the other side of the infield?
Vargy's got a wealth of knowledge everywhere on the field. I feel like really anything baseball he knows some sort of answer to. So
sure.
Talked to Vargy a little bit, and it's always been fun to kind of be around him and just observe. You can learn a lot from just watching players that are really good at what they do. And I've always taken pride in being able to learn from observing.
Is that kind of the case last year when, you weren't playing, but you were able to go to Chase Field, watch a lot of Diamondbacks games, and kind of take in what you were able to take in?
Same sort of thing. Yeah, same sort of thing. Yep.
Cool. How are your turns at second base, having to turn double plays, go in the opposite direction?
Good. Yeah. I mean, I've put a lot of work in, obviously, day in, day out, and I feel good. I feel great.
Cool. Just in general, how do you kind of evaluate on a given day? Because obviously I think people can look at the stats, and obviously they've been amazing for you so far this season. But let's say you go 2 for 4 on a given day. Just how do you kind of evaluate what you want to accomplish and then kind of take that into the next day?
Yeah, quality of my approach at the plate, I would say, going in with a plan and judging, like self-evaluating how I executed that plan. I think that's the biggest thing. Stats, results are results. In the game of baseball, you have to control what you can control for the most part. So if I go up there with a plan, make at-bat adjustments, I think that's probably the biggest thing I hang my hat on. And then, defensively, just reads, angles, stuff like that.
Do you watch the many Diamondbacks games? I know that you guys kind of overlap a lot, but when you have opportunities to kind of follow along with the team, see how they're doing, just how closely do you pay attention to that?
I'd say pretty closely, yeah. When I have some time, I like to watch because I got a lot of boys in that team, so I want to see the boys play.
Do you feel like your offensive approach, defensively, all that kind of stuff? Do you feel like you feel more ready to go at this point if that day comes pretty quickly, and or is that not something you really try to think about in kind of that day-to-day approach?
I mean, every day I've come to the field ready to with the mindset of being a big leaguer and performing like a big leaguer. So. That's kind of where my mindset's been since I walked in the clubhouse this spring, and I haven't let that go. I haven't let that change since I've been down in AAA.
Cool. Definitely wanted to ask you a few questions about winter ball because it's it's a fun thing to like imagine. Like it's definitely on the bucket list to go down and watch Dominican baseball during the Winter League. And obviously you got to make up a lot of reps from last year. What was kind of that initial reaction to first game playing in kind of a different environment, so, passionate baseball environment down there?
It was amazing. It was such a good experience. And I have a couple teammates down here that have played many seasons of winter ball, and just even having Pache on the team, we were teammates down there, Felisa. So just to be able to have those shared experiences with some of the Latin guys that have gone down and to bring those memories and experiences back to the States has definitely helped my game, and just seeing their love for the game in Latin America is awesome.
Well, how would you describe it? Like you take the field in the 5th inning of a close game down there. I mean, it could be middle of the week or a big game down the stretch. Just how would you kind of, explain what that environment feels like?
So I guess the best way to put it in perspective is the season's so much shorter, 50 games. So it feels like every game is a playoff game in a way. The managers are managing pitching like it's a playoff game where they're playing matchups, or let's say there's 2 outs in the 5th. They'll switch that lefty even if the righty got 2 quick outs to face that lefty-lefty matchup. Like they're managing like a true playoff game, and just the fans know all the players. They're rooting for you or against you depending where you're at. And the electricity, the vibe in the stadium is unmatched.
How would you say that's helped out in terms of just getting you, into games with that kind of environment? Obviously making up the reps is huge, and getting some opportunity to get some run at third base, I'm sure was a big deal as well, but also being able to kind of play in that kind of environment kind of gets you right back into the things.
Yeah, for sure. It's a mix of both. Yeah, obviously more reps and more baseball activity in that sort of environment is going to help translate to the major league level. When you're in a big situation, it just helps you dial in that focus even more. And I always said experience is the best teacher. So until you've really done it and gotten enough reps under that pressure and intensity, I feel like you don't truly know what it's like. And by going down there, it definitely expedites that growth and process in a big league career.
Cool. Who did you lean on down there? Just, from coaches, players, teammates, that kind of thing.
I had actually one of the assistant hitting coaches there, Edgar. He's with the Mariners now. I had him when I was really young in USA.
Oh, really?
So it's really cool to kind of come full circle with that. Hector Borghi, he's with the Giants. He's the assistant for the bench coach. Gilbert Gomez was the manager. We had a great group of staff down there, and then even players that I'd known, like Sergio Alcantara. He's been here many times, and I played a lot of games with him on the same field. So different guys like him, Jet Johnson. There's a handful.
Cool. How's your Spanish?
It's getting decent. It's getting pretty good.
Getting good?
Understanding of it.
All your Latin teammates are able to kind of understand what you're talking about a little bit?
Yeah, I would say more of me understanding them and then piecing together some Spanish to respond.
Cool. Well, that's all I had for you. I know you got a game, so I'll let you go, but really appreciate taking a few minutes to chat and catch up.
Yeah, for sure. Great talking with you, and thank you.
Cool. Thanks, Jordan.